What is up, my friends? Good morning. It is an absolutely beautiful Wednesday morning here in Arkansas. That's enchilada day. Go get you some enchiladas because those things are delicious. It's a blend of culture and flavor. Well, it's just everybody just getting along. And that's the way the world needs to be. Be strong because you are strong. You're a bad motherfucker. Quit doubting it. It just is. Let it be. Don't worry about all the shit that's happening. It's all going to be okay. Because it always is. Oh, man. I don't know if anybody watched the Barr testimony yesterday, but this just goes to show you where we are in politics. This testimony was supposed to be about a budget. The budget. And the piece of shit Congress people that were there on the left didn't want to talk about the budget. All they wanted to talk about was the Mueller probe. And they wanted to impugn the Attorney General. And they wanted to, well, just be dicks. Because if you watched any of it, Republicans talked about budgets and the crisis at the border and what they were going to spend the money on. Democrats talked about the Mueller probe. That doesn't make any damn sense at all because they're not there to talk about the Mueller probe. They were there to talk about the budget. They're not taking their own job seriously. All they're wanting to talk about is dumb shit that in a week is going to prove them to be idiots for talking about said dumb shit. And Barr reacted absolutely perfectly. He said, I'm going to release it in a week. I'm not going to talk about it no more. Which is what he should have done. These idiots don't understand that he used Robert Mueller's own language in his, it's not even a summary, it's an overview. Basically, he just wrote down what Mueller's conclusions. So he had the Deputy Attorney General helping. He had, which they didn't say was a partisan hack all this time until Trump was, well, completely exonerated, which he has been. It's just fucking ridiculous, these people. Watch it today. You'll see. The Attorney General he's kind of a badass. Some of the looks on his face, this is like, I don't know what you want me to say, you know. I'm telling you the truth. Then we'll go over to another committee that's talking about hate crimes and all this. And, well, they labeled Candice Owens an extremist, blah, 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 dumb shit. Turning Point USA is not extreme. I have, well, people I consider friends. Joel and Chris Hayes, the Hayes brothers. Go check them out. Them guys have been to a couple of their meetings. Charlie Kirk is the leader of Turning Point, and Candice Owens is part of Turning Point USA. They were doing a young black leaders greet up, and pretty interesting to see what was going on in the discussions that was happening there. But Ted Lieu comes out and he reads, and incidentally, this statement basically is why I'm not on Twitter anymore. Why I deleted my Twitter account. Because someone else made this same argument. Well, and the result from Twitter. But Ted Lieu played a small clip of Candice Owens rightfully saying, Hitler would have been okay if he would have stayed in his own country and he was about his nation. She was making the point that Hitler was not a nationalist because nationalists don't kill people of their own nation. He killed Germans too. In fact, he killed a lot of Germans. Now, you may want to call them Jews and think that they weren't Germans, but of course they were fucking Germans. Now, because Judaism is their religion, you dumb fucks. Not you. The dumb fucks who think that there weren't Jewish Germans. Those are dumb fucks. Now, he played a clip. She said, oh, yeah, you can't call him a nationalist. But then he cut out. He just cherry-picked a part of it that said he would have been okay if he just stayed in Germany. They didn't play the conversation or the question. There was a 2-hour conversation about this. And this other person come out and said, oh, she praised Hitler, this person on Twitter. And I said, no, we both know she did not praise Hitler. We both know she didn't say Hitler did a good thing. We both know this. And this person kept insinuating, well, actually kept insisting that she was somehow a racist. So I said, no, you're not a racist. That's just dumb. And this person called me a bully. Then they had someone else that they knew come in and call me a bully. And then they called me a bully a couple more times. And I got flagged by Twitter because they called me a bully. And then Twitter said I was bullying them. And I didn't say shit. I didn't even tell them what a dumb fuck they were. Because they're motherfucking dumbasses for saying that shit. I said, no, you're wrong. And then when I appealed it to Twitter, I said, it's about time you let us start educating these people because they're not educated. They're peddling lies. And then Twitter banned me for 6 days. So I deleted my Twitter account. Because just like Facebook, I don't need someone telling me what I can and can't say. I don't need regulation of my free speech. Hate speech is free speech. And you have to let these dumb motherfuckers who feel and act that way say the dumb shit they want to say. Even, it's not actually harming anyone. We're in a point in our society where hate speech is not going to change minds in the direction towards the hate speech. It changes minds away from it. It makes people realize, I don't want to be there. That person is wrong. And that's the way most people are. Just like free market society. If you don't like something a business is doing, don't go to that business. Don't patronize them. Don't give them your money. Same thing with free speech. If you don't like speech that someone is saying, don't give them the political capital. Don't give them this. Well, it's the same thing. It's a currency. Don't give them your attention. Don't bitch so much that other people get interested in what they're saying and going and listen to it. These people are idiots. And Ted Lieu just sat there and looked at her with a smug look on his face while she totally destroyed the dumb shit he said. And Jerry Nadler, basically, she said about Ted Lieu, I guess Congressman Lieu thinks that black people are stupid and they're not going to go and watch the rest of this. And Jerry Nadler, oh, you'll refrain from calling people stupid. You won't do that again. And she said, well, you didn't listen to me because that's not what I said. And he looked at her and went, he wanted the soundbite because he knows the liberal media is just going to play that part. And you watch, they're going to say that he struck down Candice Owens and that Ted Lieu schooled her and all this shit. When in reality, if you go watch it, you will understand, just like all this other shit where people think Trump mocked a fucking reporter and He grabs people by the pussy and dumb shit like that. If you go see what was actually said, the actual instance of all this shit, you'll understand that you've been lied to all this time. Ted Lieu lied. He didn't even give her a chance to respond. He asked someone else what they thought about what she said because he knew that they condemned it. And that woman even said, oh no, that's not what she said. She's walked back from that. That's not her position. Candice Owens is not a fucking racist. That's just stupid. Like most of the positions that the left are taking up, most of the lies that they're talking about, like family separation, Obama did it. Every arrest that happens with children is family separation. They call DHS if you're driving around drunk with your kid and they take your kid into custody. They call DHS if you're shoplifting with your kid. They call DHS if you're trespassing with your kid. They take your child because you're not taking your child to prison with you. Knowing what they know, knowing that these people are not bringing their own children in many cases, how is it right? How is it okay to leave children with these people without knowing for sure? It does irreparable harm to these kids, blah, 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 blah. Dumb fucks. That's just fucking stupid. People go through what they go through. There's no irreparable harm from having to wait in a daycare center while your parents are getting punished for breaking the law. I'm all for us giving asylum to those in need, those who actually deserve it. We need to change our laws, though. Political asylum, sure. Financial asylum, fuck that. Stay home and make your country better. All these people coming from these third world countries that are fucked up are making their own countries worse by not staying in them. Coming here, they're making our country worse by staying here. They're taking advantage of our welfare system. They're taking advantage of America. And that's fucked up. All right. It's about time for me to go. Just want you to know that I love you and I care about you and I'm thinking about you. But you're a badass. Ain't nobody better than you, brother. I love you. Have a good one.
Lil Doggy.